In this module, you will learn about defining axis with a fixed boundary. So till now we have seen how to plot a graph on Jupyter Notebook. We have learned about how to put labels in the axis, and in this section we will learn about specifying the axis in the plot. In PyPlot module, axes are generally assigned based on the data you provide. So Matplotlib algorithm takes care of the axis based on the data. As soon as you declare the data, the axis is going to adjust according to that. But let's say we don't want Matplotlib to take care of the axis arrangement, but rather we wanted to specify based on our needs that this should be the range for x-axis and this is the range for y-axis. So we will see how the axes are handled in PyPlot. So the axis argument goes like xmin, xmax, and ymin and ymax. So what it is and how to use them in the program. Let's switch over to Jupyter Notebook. So now we are in the Jupyter Notebook, and Jupyter Notebook is also sometimes called as Notebook simply. You might be seeing in various forums and other research paper that please share the notebook, or notebook is attached, or notebook is available with the GitHub. So notebook generally means Jupyter Notebook. Here we will see how we can manually assign axis for basically x-axis and y-axis. Right now this axis is automatically taken by Matplotlib based on the data, like x data is from 1 to 5. It has automatically taken x-axis range from 1 to 5, and similarly the y-axis is from 1 to 25, so they have taken 0 to 25, right? Instead of axis being automatically assigned, we want to manually assign a value or range. Okay, so for that we'll copy the complete code, we'll paste it here, and let's say x data, y data, let it be like that only, and even the axis and everything is there. Now at the end or before the last line, insert one line and say plt.axis, and then you have to specify the range, and it should be specified in the list. So you have to create a list inside. Start with 0 because we are specifying the we are specifying the limits for x-axis, and 0 is the x minimum, comma x maximum is, let's say I wanted to plot for 6, okay, 6, and then comma y minimum, let's say 0, and y maximum 30. Okay, all right, this satisfy our need, and we are good to go. Now shift enter and your plot is ready with your customized axis. So this is the way you can specify axis in Matplotlib. I hope you understand, and you can play with the axis based on the data. This is optional parameter. If you don't specify the axis, then PyPlot will take care of it. So previously we have marked down this cell. This is a markdown cell, right? You can see it here, and this is also markdown cell, but the formatting is different. So how we can do that? Simply let's say we wanted to put a markdown above this cell, so click on this cell and go to insert cell above, right? And now we will write as, so what this example is, this is for creating a manual axis. So you can provide double hash and then manual axis assignment, okay, and then same way you go to cell type and then markdown. So it will be markdown, and when you execute this cell, this become a markdown cell, but the formatting is different. This is also the same markdown cell, this is, and this is also same markdown cell, but because of the formatting it looks different. All right, I hope you understand the concept of putting a manual axis range for your project and for your plot. I will talk about markers and use various marker formatting techniques as shown here. There are two figures, so let's first concentrate on the second one. This is a 2D plot, and marker is represented by the green dot, as you can see, and it's already labeled, and the line is represented by the dark color. Now if you can recollect what I have discussed in module 3 of this lesson, there I had demonstrated the line and color option, and I had told you that I will be discussing marker in the later part of this lesson. In this video, I will be discussing about marker as well, along with line and color option. In this section, I'm going to combine all of them together. So let's switch over to the Jupyter Notebook and get into the coding part. So I am here in the Jupyter Notebook. I will create a plot using marker, line and color, all three options. I already have this data loaded in the notebook environment, so I'll just copy this line because I have to modify here, right? So I'll paste it here. So I will just change here marker as O, line as dash and color as green. Alright, so okay, you'll understand in a moment. And then plt.show. Alright, and I will execute this cell. As you can see here, the data is same, the plot is different now. So it uses the marker, the line and the color. So combination of these three can represent the same plot in a different way. We'll switch back to the content and see how we can implement marker, line and color style in a plot. The marker, the lines and color option. So by combining all of them together, we can create any plot, or we will not create a plot, we can format any plot, right? So as you have remembered just now that we have used circle marker as a marker option, line as a solid and color as green, right? So with the combination of this, you can change the formatting option. Now I will go back to Jupyter Notebook again and let's change the formatting a bit. We'll use triangle down as a marker option. Line will be double dash, or dash dash, which is dashed line style, and the color will be blue. Alright, so triangle, dash line and blue color. We'll copy this complete code and paste it here and make some changes. So what changes I told you? I'll do marker as a V, which is triangle down, line as a dash dash and color as blue. I hope you are getting now. So once I run the script, you can see the changes as desired, right? Marker is represented using triangle down, line is represented by dash and the color is blue. Okay, I hope you can also make some changes and you can play around with all these options. All these options can be used as a formatting field and you can play around with it. So now I'm going to show you one more feature which is related to the width of the line. We can also change the line width of a plot. So to do that, we'll switch over to Jupyter again, and here we will copy the same code, paste it here. Let's say we wanted to change the width of this line. So how we can do that? We can do it by using the keyword line width, right, equal to 5, let's say, and execute this cell. And now you can see, so the dashed line is pretty much obvious, like the width of the line is now 5. Okay, so this is one of the way where you wanted to highlight one or other line from the plot, then you can do that. Now next I'm going to show you how you can plot two different lines on the same plot, right? To do that, we will copy the code from here to here and paste it here, right? And then close the bracket. Now we'll copy the same code again and put it in the next line, and we'll just interchange the data, so in X and Y axis, right? And we'll also change the formatting so that two lines looks different in terms of formatting. B and let's say green. Okay, and when you say plt.show and execute the script, right? So now you can see there are two lines or two different plotting on the same figure or same plot, right? And with the line formatting option, you can format both the lines so that it looks different and you can visualize. All right, I hope you understand, and you can play around with the data and the formatting option. We will also give you some of the example in the exercise section so that you can practice on those exercise and you can plot the data accordingly. this will be fun. So this is the one option that I told you, and other way is you can combine all these options in a single line. So how you can do that? Just see it. Copy this complete line, and then let it be like this. This is for line 1, and now we'll continue from here by putting comma and then paste this one, right? So this will do the exactly same thing that we have done earlier. And now plt.show. Here also you can obtain the same result, but now we have plotted both these lines using the single plt.plot method. So you can add multiple data points here and formatting options, and make sure that you put the formatting option against each. Otherwise the lines will look of the same format. It will be hard for you to distinguish between what exactly you have plotted, and you can plot as many as line as you wish. In this section you have learnt about various markers option and how you can combine markers, line and color together to format the plot, right? You have also learned about the line width concept, and third, you have learned about plotting more than 2 lines on a same plot, right? Thank you so much for joining with me in this session. I will see you in the next one.